It's Madden NFL 23, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Buccaneers and the Cowboys under the lights on Sunday night.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. Bringing them out in his 8th year out of Florida State, the former Heisman Trophy winner, Jameis Winston. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. A lot of hype, of course, going into this one with the Cowboys and the Bucs. They met last year in the season opener. Remember, that was the night they raised the banner in Tampa. It was also Dak Prescott's comeback game, and the Bucs wound up winning 31-29 on a late Ryan Succop field goal. Really good game that was. But these two teams were also the two best offenses in the NFL last year. The Cowboys gaining 18 more yards over the course of the season than the number 2 Bucs. On third down, Winston. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. This is taken at the 10. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by last season's comeback player of the year. In his 3rd season now, it's Joe Burrow. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block. And you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Burrow's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. To about the 40-yard line.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow on play action. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Here we go.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Williams from 13 yards out. And the Bucs are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Dancing away at the 35. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Burrow's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
But it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense humming here in the early going.
After run, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
That's out quickly to Chenault. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards there for number 15.
Laviska Shenault, here's a name that a lot of teams league-wide have kept eyes on. Flown a bit under the radar through his first 2 seasons, but he has produced 600 yards in each as a target eater.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Williams Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake. Winston. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jameis to throw it. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Winston. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw is Winston. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. Two minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw, Winston. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Myers' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Cook up the gut. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Here's Burrow. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Mims. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. To the air again, Burrow. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Robert Tunyon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So it looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Up the middle, it's Cook. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 45 on second down. Burrow, throw right side. This is into the hands of Tanya. 12 yards as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. First down, here's the run with Cook. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Give to Cook out of the gun. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Dalvin Cook, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
Here we go.
We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Stop.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
On second down, Cook. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This is caught. Touchdown. Laviska Shenault, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers just continue to roll. Slide for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was the touchdown catch from Laviska Shenault that capped it all off. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Dallas. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And that will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
68 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They run again on 1st down. Cook shoves him away. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Here we go.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Winston to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Winston. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Able to complete this to Chenault. On the move past the 40. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. 112 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. They're leading the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. On 1st and 10, Winston. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Winston. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett now with his second sack here on opening night.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. The front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. First down, Winston. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Winston. He completes it to Beckham. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game. And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. One last shot now for Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener.